SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information.
Hi, welcome to SBRForum Videos. I'm your host, Natalie Rydström. The US Open is underway at Flushing Meadows. The tennis bettors based on the East Coast have looked forward to this tournament for quite some time. Here now with us today to discuss the betting value is SBRForum contributor and sports writer Richard O'Hagan. Richard, thanks for being back with us today.
It's great to be here, Natalie.
Now, Serena Williams got off to an explosive start with a 6-0, 6-1 opening round scoreline. Her sister Venus did nothing to keep from plummeting down the ranks with a 3-set loss in round 2 against Jai Zheng. Now, Serena's priced at -130 to win the tournament. Are these odds appealing?
It's a really tough one, Natalie, because Serena is so far and away the top player in women's tennis at the moment that it's very tempting to just say, I can make a few pennies on that. I'm never going to make a great deal of money betting on the winner in this tournament. So I'll have a shot at her at that price. So far as that goes, yes, that price is only going to get shorter and shorter as she goes through the tournament. So it's attractive from that point of view, but it's not attractive in terms of making yourself a fortune.
Okay. Now, world number 2 Victoria Azarenka, who recently claimed a victory against Serena in the finals of the Western and Southern Open, bageled her opponent 6-0, 6-0 to start her US Open. She's priced at just under 3-1 and would be the obvious choice to challenge Serena, given Sharapova pulling out pre-tournament due to injury. Now, what do you rate her chances?
I think Azarenka looked very good in that opening game. Okay, she didn't have a terribly tough opponent, and these kind of mismatches crop up all the time in women's tennis. But combine that with her victory over Serena previously, and she looks like a player coming back into her very top form. Wherever she goes in this tournament, she's going to push her opponent very hard. She's going to be very hard to contend with. And I'd certainly be looking to back her to at least make the semi-final, if not the final. Whether she can beat Serena a second time in a row, I very much doubt. Serena's great at learning from her mistakes from previous tournaments. But she's got a good chance and good price, obviously, because Serena is such short odds. Everybody else is proportionally longer. So Azarenka is a value bet at the moment, even though she's the second seed.
Well, pretty much every other player in the tournament is priced at a considerable long shot. And so do any of those stand out as good bets to you? And would you be willing to make one of those?
The one that I would go for probably now is Li Na, who is a long price. She's one of these players that always does well in Grand Slams and nobody ever seems to really consider for one reason or another. Of course, she's a very undemonstrative sort of player. She doesn't get out there. She doesn't do the big press and media type things that the other girls do. So that's possibly one of the reasons, but it counts to our advantage because you're going to get good odds on her. She loves this sort of surface that they've got at Flushing Meadows. So I would say, yes, get behind her as well, because she has got a real chance in this competition.
Okay, and what are your opinion on bets for round 2 or round 3 matches?
Well, I think the player to watch, and this is going to sound very Brit-centric, is Laura Robson, the 30th seed. She's looked in cracking form in her first 2 games. She's been storming up the rankings this year, obviously massively buoyed by having picked up that Olympic medal last year with Andy Murray in the mixed doubles. She's forced her way through. She's gone very well in a lot of tournaments, and she's seeded to meet the Wimbledon loser, Sabine Lisicki, in the 3rd round. So I think that could become an absolutely cracking match when those two play. I think it's going to be a great contest and another one that's going to be very good to bet on because you're going to get good odds on either of those two girls winning.
Okay, wonderful. Richard, I'll see you next week for some more US Open coverage. Thanks for joining us.
I'll be here, Natalie. See you then.